Right, well, being as technically Portsmouth are kind of the featured side of this particular episode because it's their game against league leaders Ipswich we're pretty much coming back for, I thought we'd do this in front of Fratton Park. And also, this may be Trevor Skate's last view of Fratton Park, the way it's going. The fans are really unhappy with him. The board aren't particularly happy with him. And you'll see in a minute just where we're languishing in the table at the moment. Although, to be fair, not actually that many points away from the playoffs. So I think people are getting a bit premature. I'll explain what's going to happen if he gets the boot when we get into the match. But for now, sit back and enjoy the latest month of the South Coast Showdown. Okay, we're just about to pick the lineup for the first game since the last episode went out. But before I do, I just want to run you through the tactical changes that have happened at Portsmouth. I've done my usual and had another method of analysing my players. And I'm trying to use people in positions or in roles that they're best suited to. So you can see my fullbacks are a little bit wonky. Because I've got a wing back on one side, no nonsense on the other. We've switched to a 4-2-4, as you can see. The wide men up front are no longer cutting inside, and I've got target man and poacher up front, and the two men in midfield, which hopefully, given how tired our midfield has got, means I can actually then rotate people in and out, because we've only got 4 available at the moment until Louis Thompson becomes available, in which case things will ease a bit. So, we will see how this goes. It's away Barnsley, and we'll see what happens. It looks like Robertson's actually not necessarily the best man for that job either. So we might have a look at changing that. Well, it's a little bit early to say that that was entirely down to my tactical shift, but it was a confident performance. We didn't see a single Barnsley highlight. 2-0 win. Bishop and Piggott, my front man tandem, got the goals. Yeah, happy with that as a start to the tactic. We'll see if it continues. Okay, just like Portsmouth, there's been a bit of a reshuffle at Southampton as well. We're going 5-2-3, and I've got a number of people who are sort of, when they're in the role, they play it a certain way, and others will play it a slightly different way. So, I mean, if nothing else, it might confuse the opposition. It probably confuse us, but it might, throw them a little bit. I've got Lianco providing the cover in the back 3. We've gone wing backs because our wide defensive players seem to be better as wing backs, and that basically sort of left me with a 2-man midfield, and I wanted to keep the front sort of 3. Actually, one tiny little change. I needed to put that pressing forward onto attack, and we'll see how this goes. We've got away Leeds, so a team about the same sort of level as we are, hopefully, and we'll see if it goes as well as we hope. Well, it was a better performance. Again, not putting it down to the tactics just yet, especially as some people played really quite badly. Perraud and Dummett, I'm looking at you. But I'll take the point. It was a pretty even game, as you can see from the match stats. So, yeah, we'll take the point and move on. It's not quite back to the drawing board because, again, I need to give this tactic time. But we did not create enough. I don't think I saw a single chance. I mean, to be honest, actually, I think there was one highlight in the game, and that was the goal, which was from a free kick. So they didn't even create anything from open play either. So disappointing to lose that one. But we never looked like winning it. Well, I have to confess to being a bit disappointed by this one. We were clearly the better side, but we didn't hit the target often enough, and the one really good chance we did have, Che Adams had a shot saved and then he got to the rebound first and didn't tuck it away. We could and should have won that game, I think. So again, the winless streak goes on, and it's a disappointing couple of points dropped instead of a point gained, in all honesty. But now we've got an international break at Southampton, so they've got a couple of weeks to go away and get themselves all nice and injured for me when they come back. Well, it was back to the Papa Johns, Chelsea under-21s, and yeah, we beat them comfortably. To be honest, a little disappointed to have conceded the late consolation goal. They had a man sent off in the 25th minute, but we were already on top. We took the lead 2 minutes later. Now, young Maxwell Hurst there, making what I think is probably his debut. I only bunged him in basically because Joe Pigott needed a rest, and he's from the under-18s. He's not all that great, but he scored twice. So he had a fantastic day. And actually Mitch Aston was also bunged in from the under-18s to give probably Marlon Pack a rest. And he played a 7.1. So yeah, can't complain with what the young boys did. But that might actually just put us through. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out. Not really an awful lot to say about this one. You can see from the performances there, both defences played well, neither attack did. And the referee was busier than most players on the pitch, to be honest. I mean, it's a point, but it's and against a side that was 5th in the table at the start of play, so I'm not going to complain. A draw was a fair result. And yeah, we really need to find out how to win games, though, because if this continues, I'm not going to be here for much longer. Right, well, we are here with Portsmouth. As you can see, we are 15th in the table. Ipswich are top. We are expected by everybody to lose. I have made a slight tweak to the formation, just getting the wide player on the right to be an inverted winger, so that the wing back doesn't have anyone getting in his way. Although it's a wing back on defend, so they're not going to push too far forward. But yeah, it just sort of clears them out of the way in case they want to bomb on. And we haven't really got anyone coming in behind. Haven't got people pushing forward that much from midfield. But yeah, just I mean, they don't really know the formation or the roles too much. So many of them are so tired because I mean the fixture schedule at this level is just ridiculous. Oh good, Joe Pigott is ineligible and Tunnicliffe is banned. Oh yeah, bit of news on Tunnicliffe. He's got over himself. He doesn't want to leave anymore. Unfortunately, of course, he's now got himself suspended, so he's still no use to man or beast. But we can't have everything, can we? Right, Joe Pigott is ineligible, presumably because he's on loan from Ipswich, I would imagine. Which means Dane Scarlett is going to have to play up front. We're going to go double poacher, because Dane Scarlett is not a target forward. Frankly, at the moment, I'm failing to see that he's actually any sort of forward, but never mind. Right. Can we get a 9th player on the bench? Why not? Oh, well, yeah, because Pigott's ineligible and still on the bench anyway. Right, let's bung Josh Karoma on there. Right. Get all the big lads in there. Actually, I should probably... now, Wilson, are you more left? Are you more left-sided? You are more left-sided. Right, well, let's stick Tyree Wilson over there for Rico... No, for Owen Dale. Try and relieve some of this. Josh Karoma is right-footed, so right, okay. I know, but he's got a reasonable left foot, so he can go in there. He can do that. Just because he doesn't know what he's doing, that doesn't matter. They all look like they don't know what they're doing. Right, I know Robertson, I technically don't normally use him as a centre-back, but I'm going to put him in a centre-back, and I'm actually going to swap them over so he's on the left. Right, let's get Freeman in at right back. We've kind of eased the thing a little. Mingy can go ball winning midfielder. And oh good, there's some yapping from downstairs. I do hope that doesn't come through, particularly on the recording. I actually had to have a night last week at some point where I didn't actually record, even though I wanted to, because dear Winston, bless him, from below, was barking his stupid little head off all night. Right. Okay, the teams are warming up. Ah, yes, of course, Saints are playing a later kickoff, so this is why we get the featured game first. Right, yep, okay, always press him. I mean, Ipswich are supposed to win this one. There we go, as we said, let's cause an upset. Right, let's see if we can scatter some faith amongst these boys. They are not having it, are they, really? Now, the weird thing is, I mean, I don't think I'm overly impressing them as a manager quite yet, but the dressing room atmosphere is good. They're starting to come together as a team. They just don't like playing football. Hey ho. Anyway, now I did promise in the intro to let you know what would happen if dear Trevor gets the boot. And basically, what I've decided... Oh, well done, goalkeeper. Let it go straight through you, why don't you? Is that effectively the Skate and Scummer families are huge. And basically, one of his brothers will take over. One of his probably twin brothers. So we'll just create a new manager, bung him in as Portsmouth manager, and carry on, because otherwise this could be a very, very short series. Right, lads. Now, you've got yourselves behind already, so you're in the perfect position to pounce. I'd like you to pretend you're Japan at the moment and come from behind against clearly superior opposition. If you would. I mean, preferably from only 1-0 down. Don't feel you have to concede a second goal. Why did you take the ball with you to where the free kick is? Just a suggestion. I'm putting it out there. Right. Have we done anything yet? I haven't looked at the stats yet. Oh dear. Well, what we have done is concede 2 goals. Oh my lord. I mean, I know we're not expected to win this one or even draw it, frankly, but are we doing it? No, not a shot on target at all yet. Right, well, let's go positive. Is there anything I can do here at all? Pass it into space, whack it up there, go on, bugger it, who cares at this point. Let's go hoofball! Oh, go on, go 3-0 down before half-time. Really kill yourselves off, boys. Nope, Bonham has saved you from the complete roasting you were going to get. For now. Cleared. Charlie Chaplin playing for Ipswich. Wolfenstein also. Right, I'm going to thrash my arms around in this fashion because that'll get the message across better. Right. Okay. Can we find someone who's not playing like a complete lump? Sean Raggett, 6.8. Give the man a hand. Why are you so terrible? Yep. Oh, all right then. Don't bother crossing at all. Don't do it. Why would we do it? Right. Tyree Wilson, get off my pitch, you useless arse. Josh Karoma, likewise. I haven't got any forwards, so you two are going to have to sort your lives out. Right, actually, I am going to change you to a target forward now. Because, frankly, you're terrible no matter what you do, so you may as well do something that the tactic might actually work with and be rubbish at that. I mean, we haven't seen a single highlight for us yet, have we? I mean, their goalkeeper could have had the day off, quite frankly. And there's another bloody goal. Charlie Chaplin scores again. I mean, this is like Southampton against Bournemouth, only with conceding goals. What's the point in marking him now? Oh yeah, now he's scored twice. Mark him, quick. That'll stop him. I mean, you haven't got a shot on target. That is just, again, utterly pathetic. And you are going to get thrown water bottles. And some of you know how bad you were and didn't seem to worry about that. I mean, lost confidence, seemed anxious. Robertson is furious. You're getting fined. Because if you're furious because I'm furious that you're terrible, you can naff off, mate. Okay, one thing that I've noticed is that we get an awful lot more opposition instructions on the Southampton one than we do the Portsmouth one. I don't know if that's because there's more people to look out for, or because the Southampton assistant is just better and knows his stuff. I mean, that may be part of the problem at Portsmouth, that they just haven't got a bloody clue. Right, James Ward-Prowse is back in, following his 2 further game suspension. Now, hopefully, have we got some... No, basically, I've got loads of people who are on loan and would be really useful if I actually had them here. I honestly do not know, given the squad we've got, why Bednarek and Stevens were allowed to go out on loan. We are not good enough and solid enough at the back to let 2 decent players like that just wander off. And I'm pretty sure Bednarek, they've got an option to buy, which I really want to turn down if they try and offer. If I can. I don't even know if I'm allowed. Now, Southampton, we have again tweaked a little bit. Obviously, we put the ball-playing defender in. And again, I've made them inverted wingers on this one to get them out of the way of those wing-backs who are supposed to be going forward. So, because I've noticed my wing-backs do tend to, at least one of them normally plays badly. And it may be because he's got a winger right in his face. And they're struggling to work round each other. Right. This is a mid-table battle. Hopefully, we can win it. I'm not going to say it's poor form. I think we've just been unlucky a little bit recently. I'm going to pump the fists and see what that's with. Right, go and give the fans their money's worth. Okay, and it's Ivan Toney. I bet he's looking forward to this one. Oh dear, I'll get me coat. Oh, got to remember, they're the ones wearing what the red and white stripes. Not that we do wear red and white stripes this season. I have to say, it is very annoying that our kit basically just looks like white shirt, black shorts, if you can't see the front of it. Oh, hello. Interesting. Right, Aribo. Aribo! What the? Okay. Right, JWP gets it out to Shelderup. Now, I would also like to point out, recently, Shelderup and Pathé have both made their international debuts. And Walker Peters is going to get sent off. Is he? That was not in the box. That was on the edge of the box. That's not a penalty. Thank you. See that from here. I don't know what you need VAR for that for. But then VAR should always be used for things that it doesn't need to be used for. Still, may as well have given them a penalty. Oh, God, what is it with these teams? I mean, I know, obviously, it's realistic in so much as neither of them's any bloody use in real life, but... Again, why are we struggling so much to create anything? This is like the Bournemouth game all over again, only Brentford have scored. We have done nothing in 26 minutes. Why have we done nothing in 26 minutes? Right, we're going to attack with a lot more width and see if that does anything. Let's see if that works. Okay, we've had a shot immediately. Off target, but a shot. This is very confusing. Every time I see red and white stripes, I'm thinking, oh, good, it's us. And then I suddenly realise, no, it's not. Right, Shelder up. Oh, he's done his man. Adams! Oh, my word. How have you got a shot in from there that's actually managed to hit the post? 5. Well, we've got a lot more shots, but we do need to find the thing with the net dangling off it. If you would be so kind. Right, point finger. Shooting needs to improve. The encouraging thing is, no one's really playing. Well, there's a couple of them aren't playing that brilliantly. Once again, Walker Peters is one of them. Keep on getting told by the fans he's our best player. And yet he's the only one who actually plays bloody awful every time. And yet, you can play wing-back, Walker Peters. Everything about you screams wing-back. Except your performances as a wing-back. Oh, brilliant. Clear it as your own player, why don't you? Good grief. Right, come on. Rise yourselves. Oh, hit the target. Somebody hit the bloody target. Oh, my word. Do I have to walk the ball into the box with you now? To try and get you a decent effort at goal? And damn it. Right, now, okay. Oh, there was a chance of a good attack there, and you absolutely fluffed it, you mug. Right, Che Adams, get off. You're doing nothing up there, are you? See, again, this is the problem. No one's really underperforming. So what do I do now? How do I get them to actually take a shot that might actually make the goalkeeper earn some money? What do we do to do that? Right, let's get Stuart Armstrong on for a rebo. Right, Walker Peters has improved, second half. Okay. JWP's not playing particularly well, but, you know, can't take him off because set pieces. Right, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Right, go positive. Shout some encouragement. Right, try and make the goalkeeper at least justify his presence. No, it's offside. Off target again. 9 shots, none on target. Once it updates it. And goal. Yep. Knew it. Knew it, knew it, knew it. Oh, we should not be losing this game if you could just threaten their goal. At all. Right. Go attacking. Fire up. Right. What are we doing here? What are we doing? I mean, I can't really push you any further forward, to be perfectly honest, can I? Right, let's make you box to box. I was going to say, well, box to box is an option on here, surely. I'm like, I honestly don't know what I can possibly do to actually get you any further forward there. I mean, right, I'll tell you what I am going to do. I mean, you're playing terribly anyway, so let's push you up into midfield there. And oh, sorry, deep line playmaker on support, why not? Right. Okay, last 10 minutes. I mean, this is going to be a fantastic episode, this, isn't it? Hey, shot on target. Wow. Well, that only took 80 minutes too bloody long. These teams are going to kill me. I am... Oh, how can I not point a finger and say I'm not pleased with that? How are those two mutually exclusive options? Right, well, let's tell them I'm not pleased. God. I mean, look at that. Now we're down to 14th and all of a sudden we're in a relegation fight. Because we're only 3 points ahead of the drop zone. As we win that, we're looking up the table. And we should have got a point again. Well, the trouble is we keep on getting points. Or not at all. And we still haven't won since that 5-0 win against Brighton. I have a horrible fear we put every goal we're ever going to get into that one game. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Pity-like. Tell me how bad we are in the comments. And subscribe if you really want to punish yourself more. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.